I'm here with Brendan Klosterman. He just gave me a really nice energy healing, and so thank you for being with us. And Brendan has been an energy healer for some time, and so can you please tell us, I guess, about how you started to realize your powers as a healer?
Well, I did grow up in a family that was pretty accepting of energy work and alternative medicine. That helped me. Most of what I've really developed is from taking classes at Psychic Horizons in Boulder, and I've been studying there for a little over 2 years, and they have various programs that teach clairvoyance and spiritual healing and transmedium healing and a variety of different other things. They have programs that last up to 5 years, and also programs that are just for 2 hours. So there's a lot in between, and I've really been engaged with it for these past 2 years. It's been a lot of fun, and the kind of energy healing that I've been doing, I've basically learned by the end of the first 6-week class that you take at Psychic Horizons, which is called How to Heal Yourself. And at the end we get to have kind of create a relationship with a healing master or a guide who doesn't have a body, and kind of work with them by plugging them into our hands and kind of going over the energy and having that sense of clarity that they have, that kind of presence be associated with what's going on in your body and any problems that you might be experiencing, and helping you, by example, transform into something that's more authentic for you, rather than some kind of introject or some kind of idea, thought, or emotion that you've identified with that isn't yours, that's someone else's. Like if someone called you a name, or they, had some kind of thoughts or beliefs about you and kind of really projected that towards you, and then you were like, oh, I didn't, you felt like you were that they said you were, and that can get in the way of creating your world as you want to, because it's hard to create from someone else's idea about who you are. So that's what I kind of hoped you do with this healing that I just did for you. And one of the fun things is, as the healer, is that after the healing I get to process myself, do a healing on myself in a way, because as I do a healing on you, I'll probably hit issues in you that I also have in myself. So usually I'll get to some issue that we both share, and then that'll get triggered in me. And as the healer, I have the kind of job, or the opportunity to release that within myself and do a healing on myself as I'm doing the healing for you. And really that sense of being able to heal myself when I'm with you during the healing is the healing, because I kind of provide an example that you can kind of match in your own particular way. It's just like any teacher who's really in their truth about something, that allows their students to find their truth about it too. Gives them permission to find their truth about it. And that's kind of how healings work. If I maintain a stable state of mind and clarity in myself, then it gives you the opportunity to find clarity within yourself.
So you talked about a spiritual master that it comes through your hands. Could you maybe help me? Like, how can I connect with that, or how could a viewer who this is like a new concept to, like it's like auras or some things that people, they don't know that they see or they don't see? So just like how do they open themselves to? It's kind of a tough question.
Well, I think there's a variety of people. People do it anyway. I mean, there's a lot of people that naturally kind of do it and find their own way. There's books out there that you could possibly read. I would suggest the How to Heal Yourself class at Psychic Horizons. That'll kind of get you into the groove, and you'll have a set space to be able to kind of do that kind of work. And part of the way I'm doing the healing on myself is through some of the tools that I've learned at Psychic Horizons that use imagination to regulate the mind, really. So one way of using the imagination to regulate the mind is by imagining at the base of the spine a kind of a circular, basically a cylinder or a tube or a cord that goes down to the center of the earth, and kind of like a toilet, you kind of set that cord on release. In a sense, you flush it. And all the waste or what I don't want in me, or what I'm ready to kind of let go of or disidentify from, that isn't really my truth, can go down that grounding cord down to the center of the earth. And it's a way of just letting go of what's not mine. So for example, if I were to do it with myself a little bit more consciously, I would make sure I can imagine that cord all the way down to the center of the earth and get that somewhat clear, and then I can use my imagination to listen to different states of mind in my body. So I can kind of overlay my imagination over my body. Kind of I noticed that there's a black color right here. So I can, with my intention, just let go of that down that grounding cord. And as I start making that intention, a little bit of tension in my diaphragm releases as that sigh. And I can see that black color going down the grounding cord down to the center of the earth. So that black color represented a particular state of mind of mine, particularly one of frustration, not feeling like I can do what I want to do. That was a similar thing with you that you were experiencing your process about about trying to do that project that you want to do. Maybe feeling frustrated that you couldn't do it the way you wanted to do it. So I had a similar process going on myself. So that's part of the healing process of clearing out, which I'm doing right now.
That sounds really interesting, because when you started talking about the spiral, I was kind of thinking about Kundalini energy, and the general attitude that I heard about Kundalini is that you're kind of trying to raise it up. So that sounds kind of like if it is working with the same kind of energy, it sounds like that might be an easier way, because the things that, like frustration or pain or grief or something, seems to be something I'd more want to drop than try to lift up over myself and send to the heavens or something. So it sounds like that sounds like more appropriate than the general attitude.
Kundalini is a different kind of energy that at Psychic Horizons we kind of learn to use in a slightly different way, but it's also good for helping let go of things that we don't want, and transform things that aren't serving us anymore. We usually see that Kundalini going up the spine, and spiraling up the spine and up and out, like you were saying, raising your Kundalini. And a lot of times that Kundalini will help with letting go of places in the body where the body thinks it's going to die. So the body will get kind of hot sometimes, just start sweating sometimes, or feel maybe a little jittery. And it's good to let that Kundalini come up and out, and that helps purify those feelings in the body that it's going to die. Kundalini is a very body-oriented energy, and it works with body-level states of mind. And while the grounding cord is kind of an all-purpose visualization to release. So you can work with body-level picture, body-level triggers or states of mind with the grounding cord. Kundalini is just a kind of specialized way of working with